Hello friends, this is Nabunita, your storyteller. Today I'll tell you the story of an amazing woman, a lady, Sindhu Tai Sapkal. Yes, this Maharashtrian lady, she had been through a lot of adversities, lot of pain and troubles in her life. Yet, she's a pillar of inspiration for millions of women all around the world today. So let me tell you her story. This lady, when she was just 20-year old, she was already a mother of 3 children, and she was about to give birth to her fourth child, who was in her womb when her husband one night kicked her out of the house. Her husband actually kicked her in her stomach several times and threw her on the floor that was just next to a kettle. He had a suspicion that his wife must be having an affair with another man of his locality. So he expelled her from his house. So much broken down, so much shattered and devastated, this lady was suffering from labor pain, and she was lying on the floor of the kettle when cows from all around started coming on close to her and started hitting her with their horns in her stomach. Just one cow came closer and he stood over her, trying to save her, trying to help her, refuge her, shelter her, so that the other cows are not able to hit her anymore. Very soon she gave birth to a beautiful girl child, and she looked up to this cow and she said, "My dear mother, the way today you have helped me, the way today you sheltered me, someday I promise that I will be a help to many, all those who are abandoned and all those who are helpless." She somehow took a sharp-edged stone and cut her umbilical cord, the baby's umbilical cord that separated the baby from her body. She took the baby in her arms, cuddled her, and left out. She went to her parents' place. Her parents were extremely orthodox, and like being in the village, they all believed in those society-made rules that once a girl is expelled, rejected, or refused by her husband and in-laws, she will not get an inch place in their parents' house. So horrible, isn't so? The lady, broken down, shattered, and feeling so dejected, so destitute, she was crying, and then she left out and came and took shelter in a crematorium. Though this place was pretty haunting, yet she felt more secure than any other place because she felt she will save herself or secure herself from many exploiters all around in the society. And then, after a few days, she left the crematorium and she wanted to kill herself with the feel, with the depression that probably this is not any living. Probably life is just not this, and there is perhaps no purpose behind her living like this. So she laid down one day on a railway track, and she wanted the train to come to run over her body and also over the body of her girl child, and then that would be the end of their lives. While she was lying down on the track, she heard the groaning of a man from some close by, and tracing the sound, she came to that man, and she found he was begging for some help, some food, lying hungry. Then she went, she begged, and she brought some food to this man and gave him, served him. She was happy having helped the man. That day she didn't do anything, she just rested. The very next day she was holding her baby in her arms and took a shelter under the shade of a big tree. She just looked up and found that a cut branch from the tree was just hanging down and trying to give shade to both of them. That was the tipping point. This lady caught the realization that perhaps there is more to explore in life, there is more to do in life. In fact, she remembered her promise given to that mother cow, who she promised that she might be a help to some helpless ones someday. She realized that if this cut branch can actually shelter her, then why can't she be a help or a shelter to many such people who are abandoned, who are homeless, who are helpless? Having undergone so much of pain and torments, so much of adversities, yet this lady caught up the power, caught up the strength to move ahead in life. That was the time, and that was the moment which changed her completely. She went begging from streets to street, and then she started taking up homeless children, abandoned children from the street. She collected them, she brought them together, and she started nursing them, nurturing them. Slowly and gradually, she started getting recognition from people for her noble activity, and many people came with a hand of help. They donated help, they supported her, and soon she grew a small shelter home, a small structure for her homeless children. In years, she became known for her good deeds, and then she grew her shelter home for many, many such children, many, many such people. And by this time, her own children who were living with her husband have also grown up, and they by this time have come back to this lady to stay with her, realizing that what their father had done with the lady was wrong. And her own child, this girl child, by now she has become a medical doctor. So many children who she has actually picked up from the street and sheltered and raised. These children now, some of them have become lawyers, some PhDs, some medical doctors, and whatnot. And the touchy part of this story is that one day an old man, an 80-year-old man, emaciated, came to her begging for help. She instantly recognized that this man was none other than her own husband. She did not accept him back as her husband, but she forgiven him, and she said that you will now be taken care of by each one of us who are residing in this particular home, and we will all look up to you with compassion and mercy, and you will be my eldest son in this shelter home. This is an amazing story of this lady, the great transformation of the 20-year-old girl to this woman of extreme strength and power. She's spoken in 15 countries so far, and she's also received almost 150 awards. She is, ladies and gentlemen, none other than Sindhu Tai Sapkal. A big salute to this lady, a wonderful human being. And really, the vow that she had taken, the promise that she made to that cow, that she will be a help to many, she really kept up to that. She caught the purpose of her life and she lived up to it. Please, if you like this story, please let me know on the comment box so that I can come up with many more such inspiring stories for you all. My main objective of placing this story in front of you today, especially to make you understand, make you feel, make you realize that there would be adversities, there would be challenges in your life. But if you have a strong purpose, then you might battle all your adversities, all the obstacles, and come over them successful someday. Thank you so much.